Greetings and welcome to my presentation about my Backend Developer project-based internship program. The final project is basically a mini shop project from Rakamin and Evermos. As you can see, my name is Barmatian Darusiadi. I am from batch April 2026. And a little bit of note, important links such as YouTube and GitHub will be posted on the last slide. Okay. So yeah, let's just get to it about myself first. I am currently attending Masters of Data Science in Monash University, and I have Bachelor of Management from UGM. And I have also experienced PBI before as a data scientist, and I have worked as business analyst at Solix Technology Indonesia. If you want to get to know about me, you can go ahead to click my portfolio link, and I will link it in the description also. Okay, so the final task. So as a backend developer at Evermos, I was given a task to create a backend system for their e-commerce. The backend service that I develop is include like user management system where you can change your name, change your password, and I also develop like store management where you can store products, you can change your store name and payment system, and also the most important one in the backend development, which is the authentication system. So just to be clear, the most of the video here is all about the demo, so I'm going to keep it short. I will just going to explain the project structure. Okay, so the config here is uh yeah, the config here basically is just a MySQL integration from the code to the MySQL database in my local computer file. The domain is the heart of the clean architecture. It contains stuff which uh, two important stuff which are the structs and the interfaces. Structs defines the database, the tables, columns, and JSON, and interfaces these define contracts that repository and user case layers must follow. And nothing in the domain depends on anything else. It's basically the foundation. And now the handler is the entry point for the HTTP request, where each file handles one features endpoints, so it read inputs from requests, call appropriate use case, and return JSON response using utils using something in the code where you can see the GitHub. Okay, so for the middleware, there are two important part, which is admin and authentication. So authentication is, as you can see, it validates JavaScript web token on every protected root. It injects user ID and is admin into the request context. And admin basically check if the user that is using it is admin or not. Okay, now the repository is the only layer that talks to the database, so its files only handles like the code logic without interacting with the database at all. So each file has to go through the repository if they wanted to create, update, or delete the database. Okay, so the uploads is where the files are being stored, mostly picture right now because there is a requirement that user can upload a picture, and the use case is just a basic business logic where we have like password hashing before saving and auto creating a shop when user register, checking ownership it's before the store is being updated or deleted, which means that we have to check if the one that configure is the one that owns the store or not, and generating invoices code for every transaction and creating a log and basically make sure that it is being put to the log product. Okay, and then we have the utils is basically like the share helper function used to across the whole project. So JavaScript Web Token.go is the one that generates all the JWT in the applications and also help validating it. Response is the one that gives the JSON response in the Postman. Uploaded Go is basically the one that handles the file uploading so that it can be put into the uploads folder. And finally, the main .go, which is the entry point of the entire app where basically we load the env, connects it to the database, creates all repository, all use cases, pastes use cases to the router, and starts the server. So if you want to see what the architecture look like in a simple way, it looks like this. So the request, as you can see, hits the middleware, then process it to the handler, and then it's going to use the business logic of the use case, where where this is basically where the cut or create, read, update, delete happens, and the repository is the one that is in charge to speak to the database. And the domain interfaces ensure that each layer only know what it needs to know, so domain separates every logic. So I think that's all. So now let's go to the demo time. Okay. Okay. Hello guys. Welcome to the demo. Here I'm going to test the APIs that I have developed in this mini shop program. So previously I have tested using this user testing. So let's just say that test user the password is like 123 456 simple password, and for for the phone number I'll probably just use 676766767 because why not? The work that I do is maybe just put student here, or perhaps intern mail is just, I don't know, intern dot company at mail.com. So let's just test the registration. All right, so I have successful in the registration part. So let's just copy my phone number and we test the login authentication. As you can see, I also have tested some data prior to this 123 456. Now the login. All right, login has is successful. Now we copy the token because it's the one of the most important parts of the process is basically when you are accessing login as a user in some website, you have your own unique token that can access your profile, your store maybe, and the type of content that you upload. That is how token identifies which part of the content can be edited by which user. Okay, so let's just view the account. This is just to show you guys how tokens work in backend system. Okay, so this is my profile. Can say that it's true. And let's just say that here is token changing again, updated RAM. For the phone number, I will probably just keep using the one that I had previously so that I don't get confused. Email, whatever, because it's not something that will be used for login purposes yet. And the work, maybe I have been promoted as a lead developer. So yeah, from intern to lead developer. How amazing. Okay, now let's take a look again into the account. Okay, I have been promoted to lead developer. Nice. Now for the address, let's see here. As we know, we need to, forgot that. Yes, this one. Let's view the address. As you can see, I have not created an address yet, which I will have to create now. So this will use as my phone number again. My house is, let's say in somewhere far, uh, Death Star 89. It's my house. Test user. Wow. Okay, nice. I've registered my address and you can see here. Oh, wait, I think I have put the wrong token. My bad. Yeah, I have put the wrong token here. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's basically the person that I will send my product to. So it's not me, it's someone else. Let's just say 68 user dot reader. Okay, now let's query. Okay, I have, as you can see, we have created the the address and let's update the address. Again, don't forget the token is important. You have to constantly change the token here to identify what kind of user you are using. And let's update that it's, I think the ID for the address here is 6, yeah? Okay, 6. So let's just say that is updated that fader for the receiver and it's actually his office. Yeah, maybe we have the same phone number. Yes, 67. Nice. Okay, we have successfully updated and maybe just create another one. You just user to delete and this is just yeah. Okay, 7. Oh yeah, don't forget again. I have told you guys that we need to make sure that the token is consistent. I think that's 7 ID. Okay, so let's query. Yeah, we only have one address here. Now let's get to the store API. Okay, so let's view the store that we currently have. There maybe all the stores. Yeah, there are a lot of store ID3, ID4, ID5, ID6, which is me, and update the store using my token again. There are some parts that you don't need token for, but this one you actually need one. So have to kind of constantly update my store, which store ID am I again? Uh, yeah, 6. Yeah, 6. My store is at ID 6. So update the toko RAM and it's Evermos logo that I just copy and paste from Google. Let's see it. Okay. And then view it again. Nice. All right. Now, for the category, we need to be an admin, and because of that, I will use the token of an admin, not my token, because the account of Pram is not an admin. Okay. Yes, it's an admin and create a category. The category, let's just say that it's food, a new category. Yes. Now we see all the category that has existed. Electronic updated food and update. I think that it's ID 3. The 3 is the category name is shall be food updated. And we view it again, all the category name. And yes, electronic updated, food updated. Now for the delete, let's just say that delete create a category that sole purpose is to be deleted. Send, okay, we have the ID, or we have to view it here. Okay, that's the delete. ID is 4, and then we just delete that category. Okay, now there's only 2 category, electronic updated and food updated. Nice. Okay, so for the product, we are going to use my token again for this. Okay, review product for my token. Oh, I think there is a mistake. Wait a minute. It's my token, right? I have to use my token. Yeah, this is my. Oh, yeah. Well, then I think, what if I just remove this? This is, oh yeah, for products. You don't need any type of token because the store was supposed to showcase all the products. Now let's just create one of my own. Okay, that's product again for the RAM category ID or for the which I think we're going to use food here. So category ID, I'm going to use 3. This is a test product. Okay, and then send. All right. Now let's see all the products without the token. ID 4 category. Okay, so this is my product. Have created my first product in this store project. Now to update the product, which I did again, I have to see it. The ID for the product is ID 4 for I. So to do it, I have to, as you can see here, I have to specify the ID of the product that I'm going to update, and yeah, updated product name RAM, and then the price I'm going to increase it by 500. Send. Okay, now let's view the whole thing. Okay, it's now 6,500. And because let's just say my product does not sell that well, I have no choice but to delete it and come up with a new product later on. Wait, I think I need the product for the transaction, so I have to create a second one using perhaps one. Yes. Okay. Now I have to delete one of them, and the one I choose is the last one that we have created. Let's just make sure that the token is ours so that we don't actually misplace my token with the admin. Okay, now the transaction. Transaction, uh, I'm just going to use to change the token again as usual. See, there is no transaction yet. Let's just create one. Okay. Hmm. There I can be. Oh, wait. Dana kirim. Which address do we have? Um, 6. 6 and the product ID was called before. And let's, yes, all right. So as you can see, all the API works perfectly fine for the business purposes, and it can be demoed if the front end has been developed too. So yeah, this is for the demo. Thank you. All right, guys. I guess that's it for the presentation. So as I promised, this is the important link. Although I haven't uploaded the YouTube yet, you can see I have the GitHub repository. All right, I think that's all for today. Uh, Thank you, and let me know what you think about my project.